Good morning. Today I'll teach you circular flow of income in two sector. When we talk about two sector, what are these two sectors? Before telling you what are these two sector, we'll just have a revision of occupational structure, which you have studied in your 10th, 11th also. An economy is divided into different sectors based on the occupation of the people. Some people are working in agricultural sector. They are directly in contact of the nature. Then their occupation is in primary sector. Occupational structure is division of working population based on their occupation, on their working type. There are three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. When we divide the economy based on the occupation, primary sector includes those people which are working in agricultural sector, mining, quarrying, where there is a direct contact with the nature. Whereas secondary sector is also known as industrial sector, that is the manufacturing sector also we call it, where the people are working in factories and companies and manufacturing goods and services. Now, the third sector, which is known as tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is also known as service sector because it provides services like transportation service, banking service, IT services are there, teaching is there, banking services are there, medical services are there. These are the people who are involved in this storage facility, transportation, and all. They are included in tertiary sector, service sector also we call it. But today, what I'm going to teach is something very different. When we calculate domestic income or national income, the economy is divided into three or four sector. Four sector basically we divide it. The first sector is called the household sector. The second is known as household sector is consuming sector also, or household sector. The second one is called producing sector, or the firm sector it is called. The third one is government sector, which is consuming as well as producing also. And the last one is rest of the world, other than your own economy, other than Indian economy, the transaction which is done with the rest of the world, with the people living abroad, that is called rest of the world. So four sectors are there, but our syllabus is confined to two sector model, where we will study circular flow of income in two sector. What is the meaning of circular flow of income in two sector? Circular flow of income refers to the continuous flow of goods, services, and money between different sectors in a cyclic way, in a circular way. It is circular in nature because the movement of goods, services, and money is in a circle, coming back to the starting point again and moving again and again in a circular way. This can be explained with the help of diagram. We are saying, I'm telling you that we are assuming that there are only two sector here because in our syllabus only two sector model is there. We can study three sector, four sector also later. We are assuming that we have an economy where there is only producing sector, that is farm, and consuming sector, that is household. There is no government and no rest of the world, means the economy is a closed economy. No transaction is taking place with the people living abroad. And we are assuming that there's no government. What happens then? Production takes place in the farm, but how will the production take place? How will it is possible for producing any good or any service? We need factors of production: land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Land, labor, capital, and enterprise is provided by the household in the form of factor services. From the household to the farm, land is given or factory is given on rent. Labor, they are working and they are paid either salary or wages. Capital is provided on which interest is paid. and the enterprise or the entrepreneur gets profit. So the factors of production, they go and produce the goods here in the firm. They provide their services there, which is known as factor services, in the form of land, labor, capital, and enterprise. For their services, the firm is giving in return the payment to them. Payment is remuneration in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. On land, rent is paid, labor gets wages and salary, interest is paid on capital, and the entrepreneur gets profit. So money is given to the factors of production. So that is called factor payment. The payment which is given to the factors of production is known as factor payment in the form of money. So money which was generated in the producing sector, when production takes place, income is generated, and this income which was generated goes to the consuming sector household in the form of factor payment, in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. So money has moved from the firm sector, producing sector, to the consuming sector. The consuming sector, the household, they need goods and services. They need goods and services for survival. But goods and services are with the producing sector, that is, the firm is having goods and services. The consuming sector, the households, they will purchase goods and services from the firm. So goods and services will move from the firm to the household with the blue arrow you can see. But when they purchase goods and services from the firm, they will have to pay money for goods and services. So money which they had will move from the consuming sector to the producing sector. With this red arrow, we can show it. The expenditure on goods and services, which is paid by the consuming sector to the producing sector. Now the money has come back again to the firm. Again, production will take place, and for producing goods and services, the producing sector will take factor services from the household, and they will provide land, labor, capital, and enterprise. They will work here, income will be generated, and they will be paid factor payment in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. Again, money will go to the consuming sector. Again, they will purchase goods and services from firm, and they will pay money in lieu of goods and services. Again, money will go back to the producing sector. This process continues in a circular flow form. That's why it is called circular flow of income. Money is moving in a circle from the producing sector to consuming sector, and from consuming sector to producing sector, round after round. So this is called circular flow of income into sector. Here we are assuming that there is no government and no export and import is done, because the economy is closed, and we are assuming one more thing, that there's no government, no investment, no saving. So this is called circular flow of income. Mind it, money flow and real, two type of flow is taking place here. Money flow is movement of money, refers to the flow of money in the form of factor payment like rent, wages, interest, profit, and consumption expenditure on goods and service. Movement of money is called money flow. And movement of goods and services from the household sector to the firm sector, or from the firm sector to the household sector, movement of goods and services are known as real flow. So this is circular flow of income into sector. Thank you.